Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
Oh God, this is gonna get spicy. Okay. All alleged. I'm just reporting what I'm seeing. Tory Lanez and his legal team have come out and said there is new information allegedly suggesting that Megan Thee Stallion's friend Kelsey Harris is the one who shot Megan Thee Stallion. Now, the reason why this is being said is because Kelsey Harris's bodyguard reportedly came forward claiming Kelsey was the one who shot Megan Thee Stallion. He says he stayed silent to protect her until now. Again, alleged. Again, suggests. Again, me reporting on what I'm seeing. All I have to ask, what are your thoughts? I don't even know what to say right now.
Y'all, they got some new evidence in the Tory Lanez case, and it's about the freedom him. First thing first, Kelsey and Megan both lied. Yup, they was in cahoots to get the Canadian pop star buried under the jail. Let's get into what y'all came to hear and see. Kelsey was on the phone with somebody while the bodyguard was sitting right there listening to her. She telling them, yeah, I shot at that hoe 3 times, and Tory the short ass tried to get the gun from me and it fell and went off twice. So you mean to tell me you initiated all the gunfire and Megan only turned around when the bullets was ricocheting? That would explain why she thought wholeheartedly Tory shot her, and Kelsey, being the sinister snake that she is, knowing that she did this shit, she gonna play the damsel in distress card. Either way it go, y'all got that man stabbed 19 times, airlifted, and fighting for his life in ICU. This shit is not a game, this shit is not a joke. The hottie gang, the hot girls, Rock Nation, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Carl Croft, all y'all ass jail if it was up to me. The Canadian pop star is fighting for his life, and it's Megan's fault. Y'all think that shit a coincidence? Follow the paper trail. I've been telling y'all since day one. Check them commissary accounts, check inventory, check all financial transactions with all the inmates around Tory in the last 3 months. We need to see who was being supported substantially. Like, who ain't got no money and all of a sudden started getting money? Tory lawyer doing a press conference right now, and he's saying, with this new evidence that emerged, the appellate court's reviewing it, and he could be free as little as a month.
So Kelsey bodyguard broke silence and said Kelsey was the one that actually Megan Thee Stallion. Knew that shit. No coincidence yesterday. Just yesterday, Tory Lanez got 14 times. Shank type shit on them walls. I definitely believe that was Rock Nation trying to tie up some loose ends. Tory Lanez, his father, his team is too actively working to get the truth out of this whole situation. I mean, nobody don't know what actually happened. None of us won't dare and shit. But as far as what I do know, I do believe Cuz was being set up, or after the happened, used him to set him up because he was too ahead of his time for real. With the NFTs and him selling his music for his fans to be able to own the rights to his music, where he made an M in seconds and they can resell it for a profit. All that shit, man, that nigga was too ahead of his time. And that's when shit started going left for him. Same thing with Diddy. Whether he did that shit, it really started going left because they been new for the past 30, 40, 50 years. Diddy was doing the fuck doing. It started going left when Diddy got too greedy with the damn liquor. Diego, with the DeLeon, and all those different liquor brands, Casamigos, all those is under one brand that's owned by Diaglo. The people Diddy was in business with, they helped him become a billionaire. They was stopping Diddy from making as much money as he could by not selling into all areas. They only sold his to the black community in the hood. So Diddy peeped that and then went behind them and tried and make more money. They didn't like that. They like, nigga, we done gave you a nigga as a nigga $1 billion. And you trying to take more from us now? And then, cause Diddy had sued them. Diddy sued them. Go look it up. Diddy sued them for like, I want to say like $1 billion, like an ass of fucking money. And they were like, bro, we not paying this. And that's when all that shit coming out. Same thing with Tory Lanez, like Rock Nation, Jay-Z and all them. These people want control over these people's music. They want to control them, tell them when to drop music, what they should do for their looks and likeness, all this type of shit. Telling them what they should wear, what they should say. Tory Lanez wasn't controlled like that. He was independent. Just like Brent Fayez, they offered him $50 million. They didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle, look at the Oprah Winfrey interview. They offered him $50 million. He's supposed to be big out of this world, like Martin Lawrence and Will Smith and shit, but he turned it down because about what comes with the money, not just the money itself. So basically, Tory is with some evil people, is all I'm going to say, allegedly.
Now, I know y'all are all excited because y'all heard that Kelsey's former bodyguard came forward and said that Tory Lanez wasn't the one that fired at Megan Thee Stallion, conveniently after Tory Lanez got poked up in the jail. But let's get a few things straight. Number one is that this is literally a rumor right now. It is hearsay. The driver is not saying that he was present and saw what happened. He is saying that while he was driving Kelsey back and forth from the trial, that he heard her say that she did it and that Tory Lanez didn't do it. If they had actual evidence of this, believe me, it would have come forward and he wouldn't be sitting under the jail. Okay, that man was never doing time for anybody, especially not a woman, because he's historically been violent towards women. Number two is that I know that y'all are probably tired of hearing me say it just as much as I'm tired of saying it. Megan Thee Stallion is not the reason he's in jail. He did not go to jail for harming her. He was not charged with harming her. And that's outside of the fact that she didn't even press charges. She never pressed charges against him, ever. Let's also not forget about the phone call that was released from when he was originally arrested, where he apologized to Kelsey and said he couldn't believe what he did. How would that make sense? What sense would that make? And y'all are going to tell me that an entire trial means nothing. But hearsay and rumors from Kelsey's former bodyguard is what should make us believe that Tory Lanez is innocent. I hope y'all hear how that's that. Like, I hope y'all are listening.
Child, am I worried about the wrong trial? I'm over here knee deep in Diddy trial, and I found out Tory Lanez is in fact an innocent man and has been wrongly convicted. Because Kelsey bodyguard that came forward and made a whole statement saying that in reality, Kelsey was the one who pew-pewed Megan Thee Stallion. What is happening? Like, am I worried about the wrong? I'm over here trying to get y'all the details, the Diddy trial. Are we all not trying to figure out what's happening? Cassie understands snitch, nevertheless. And I look up and I'm just trying to, get my sources together. And I end up finding something completely separate off the deep end. So I'm saying, like, Is he gonna get an apology? Are they gonna free that man? Like, what happens after you find out that somebody has been wrongly convicted? Like, new evidence resurfaced. They need to try it, right? And I'm pretty sure if he know he got wrongly convicted, he probably already put in an appeal, but they need to go ahead and expedite the process, because her whole security guard coming forward, like somebody who works for her coming forward, and he said he overheard her talking about it. If it ain't one thing with these celebrities in America, it's another. And then my thing is, people time to just be out loud, because you mean to tell me that you couldn't bring this evidence forward until they almost like off this man? And for those of y'all who don't know, Tory Lanez did just get hurt while he in jail. And you got a lot of people on social media who like making fun of it, laughing at it, you know, going OD. And then come to find out, Kelsey bodyguard then came forward and said that he innocent. And they didn't just, you know, him one time, 19 times. Like, the man almost lost his life. He's in critical condition. And all of this over something that now we have new evidence that he probably didn't even do it. I don't know what's going on. I know I'm covering the Diddy trial right now. If you know, you know. But if I get some new information on that, I will still keep y'all updated. Because when I tell y'all I ran into it on accident, like, I ran into the information looking for the stuff because I'm telling y'all about Diddy. And then it's like, breaking news. Hold on. Nah, you can't just give it to the people like that.
So Kelsey's bodyguard is coming forward to let y'all know Kelsey was the one who indeed fired the shots to Megan Thee Stallion. Child, every year this case has more twists and turns. So the bodyguard, who was the driver, the bodyguard has to change her heart and wants to come forward because he just cannot sit here and let another innocent man suffer in jail. Well, sir, you should have testified. But anyway, they have contacted Tory legal team because they stated they have witnessed a conversation when Kelsey admitted what happened, that she admitted to powering the pal 3 times. Tory Lanez then proceeds to grab her arm, which caused the pal to fall down to the ground, firing 2 more shots, allegedly. And they're stating that this aligns with the other person's statement that they saw 2 women fighting. The men grabbed the girl by their arm. They used to swear up and down that it wasn't a fight, but people are saying that Megan and Kelsey was fighting. Also, they're saying that the pals was coming from the passenger side, which aligns with why the residue powder was on Kelsey and not Tory. But this case has so many twists and turns because all 3 of them, I said it from the beginning, they're hiding something. They keep lying and covering up something. It's like if I told you we're at a restaurant and I'm telling you we're having a burger. You're wondering, okay, a cheeseburger, a bacon burger, a hamburger, a double stack burger. And I keep telling you, it's just a burger. It's a burger. What are we having? That's what this case feel like. Between Tory, Kelsey, and Megan, none of them are innocent. Something happened that night. They don't want the general public to really know what happened that night. So that's why they're all talking in circles. And it's been 5 years of the same running around in circles. You want to know why? Because it's not a solid answer. Somebody is lying.